Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I thought I'd do a quick video today, even though I'm full of flu or something like that, to kind of show you the new replay system. I didn't really cover this when it came to a devlog, because I wanted to see how it would actually function in game first, compared to how it is going. By the way, first initial thoughts on the Pacific campaign, it's not bad. I've been enjoying it quite a lot. They need to do something about the AAs, they're going to take over the game. So when it comes to the replay system, the way it works is you need to go to the Enlisted replay portal, and then you can have a look around there, find the replays that you want to import, you download the replays, and then you put them into the replays folder for Enlisted. I don't know whether that is it's going to actually import your actual replays. Obviously, I've played a few matches over the last few days, and it hasn't done anything. So I've had to import some, just kind of see what it generally looks like. But at the same time, it seems pretty easy. So you just download the replay, put it into the replay file, and then you go into it. Pretty much as simple as that, and it kind of shows you everything, which is quite nice. So you can show teams. Obviously this is the starter match, so there isn't a lot going on. You also have a way to pause the game, so if you just click U, you can see all of the different things above it. You have different camera views that you can bring along. So the difference between them, so you have first person, then you have third person, which you can swivel, and then you have a third person, but you can actually move the camera. So you can see here that instead of being stuck in that area, you can actually just do this. Now, if you stop hitting the camera, then it will just still track the person. So if you're miles away, it will still follow them around, which I thought was pretty cool. And you can see this was a custom battle that's going on, which is why you have the US guys in Moscow kind of pushing forward. Now, so that's some of the things that are here. I'm not entirely sure how to swap people. Oh, here we go. So what you just got to do is just click on the names, so then you can move them around, which is pretty cool. And then also you can actually spectate individual soldiers that person has at that time, which I think is quite cool. So there's also that that you can push around with. And one of the more interesting things that at least I've found is oh my god, there's a bit of a cluster there. Let's find someone who isn't in a cluster. There we go. So one of the more interesting things, if you hit Control or hit Advanced Settings, you actually have different things that you can sort out. So you have the camera that you can change its field of view, obviously to 30 to 120. You have depth settings, so you can actually change the focus distance of things, and also the aperture. So this means that you can actually get some pretty cool screenshots with it. There's also the bokeh count. I'm not entirely sure what that is. And then also the bokeh size and the focal length as well, that you can bring in. So you can see here, like this kind of changes the way that you specifically look at it. You can also create presets, so you don't have to do it more than once. And also on the cinematic mode. Now this is one of the more interesting ones. So you can change the time of day, and it actually moves the clouds. You can see, look, how and it moves the actual sun itself. So this is really cool. So if you want even in a specific match, if you actually want it to look a certain way at a certain time, you can do, which is pretty interesting. Then you also have some presets, so cloudy, overcast, all that. You can bring in different weather effects, which is kind of interesting. I don't know whether, or maybe on specific maps you have to bring it in. You could maybe bring in random weather. Maybe it'll do like different stuff. I'm guessing that depends on maps or depends on what time it is. My god, that's very bright. Okay, let's just chill on that. Jesus. And then you also have post-processing. So, oh my god, why are you so bright? Chill. Let's see if I can find a time where I'm not absolutely crazy bright. It might be the depth. No, it can't be the depth settings. Maybe the bloom effect. Nope. Okay, that'll do. So we're back to normal, kind of. So what is also here is you have post-processing. So what you could do is you could easily make some screenshots here, right? So you could easily close this, and then you could move this here, or something like that. And then if you wanted to show everything again, so let's say, oh, you want some motion blur while they're moving. Well, that's not very useful. You can get some bloom effect, so you can, make it look certain ways. If you want to, you can get some noise effect as well, so you can see that you can make it look like an old TV. You can bring some chromatic in as well, so that the center looks a bit further away than the others. You can get some vignette in, which a lot of people like to use, especially for screenshots. And then also you got the lens flare, so you can burn your eyes out. Then you've also got the depth settings we talked about before. So there's a ton of these different settings that you can do, and this just means that instead of screwing around with things in stuff like Photoshop, you can actually be able to create, a ton of different stuff, and it'll be a lot easier. The other thing you can also do is you can toggle the hood, so now you have basically a cinematic version of what you're looking at, and you can stop it, and then you can go up and down if you want. You can go side to side. C goes or E goes up, and then C goes down. So you can go as high as you want. You can see like the whole battlefield. You can have a look at everything while the fight's going on, and it's pretty cool. Shift also moves you a decent amount, so you can see the guys here. And all while this is going on, you can kind of like change the cinematic stuff that's happening if you want to. And once you get used to the once you get used to all of the different things that are coming in, then you'll know what's going on. So I thought in general this was actually a really cool feature. I think it'll be a good way of analyzing games, see where the enemy goes, and see what they use, and see what pushes them around. But one of the things is, just like other ones, is the audio is actually set to where you are, and not necessarily where you're looking, which can be a bit jarring. But I thought in general it was pretty interesting as a general replay system. I'm hoping that people will enjoy this. I'm hoping that people will get into it and have a bit of fun with it, and yeah, have a pretty good time. So as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank Nicholas Richardson, Elove Goat, Pyman675, Winter Scientist, Merciless Reaper, Jerry Prevolt, Megadino King, Orange Tail, Teddy, John Ryman, Universe, Ambrosius McClellan, Daniel Stanton, Moxie, B. Young, Uncle Bean, Sem Arslan, Derek R., Bareen, Lafouche, and Samuel Slick for supporting the channel.